Every year, injured hawks, owls, falcons, and eagles arrive at Soaring Hawks Raptor Rehabilitation Center in Northeast Indiana. Through rescue, rehabilitation, and education, the organization provides these magnificent animals with a second chance, while helping the public understand the important role that raptors play in our ecosystem. Here to explain the work and mission of Soaring Hawks are Program Coordinator Lynn Osterkin and Volunteer Coordinator Gigi Stewart, and their majestic creatures. The little guy over there is Napoleon, and this majestic guy is Jefferson. Welcome to the 260.
Thank you.
Jefferson has his hood on
Yes,
at the
he
moment,
does.
right? Is
Yes,
he
he does.
calming? He's calming down?
He's calming down. Let's see how he does. I'll take his hood off for now.
There you are, big guy. Wow.
He might have something to say.
He might have something to say. Lynn, tell me the story of Soaring Hawk. How did the organization get started?
Well, Soaring Hawk started about 30 years ago. And in the beginning, we were in the Leo Cedarville area, and very, very primitive buildings. And
Was there nothing available for birds that were injured?
there really isn't up in this area. We're the only place.
Wow.
And we used to work with one of our former vets, realized the need, and so she and some other people started Soaring Hawk too.
Well, I want to hear the story of these birds. Tell me the story of Jefferson.
Well, Jefferson is 15 years old right now, and he came to us when he was about 9 months old. He was actually tagged, so we know when he was born and where he was born, and he did tangle in with some power lines.
Oh, why?
So he was injured, and he was brought to our facility. We got him back into shape, but he does have an injury that he cannot be released.
He can't.
He cannot.
All right, so not all the animals. I mean, that is your goal. Is that the goal for all the animals to release them back into the wild?
Absolutely, yes. We get in a lot of birds each year that for rehab, and we do try to get them back out into the wild.
What makes a bird a raptor?
Oh, good question. Raptors have the strong bills for shredding and tearing apart food. They have the strong talons. Jefferson has about a 400-pound per square inch pressure with his talons.
I mean, those are serious. Those are for business.
Yeah,
Those are designed for business.
Yeah. So we have to wear our Kevlar gloves for them. Otherwise, we do get harmed. Our educational birds are used to people a little more than our rehab birds.
Which is why I can sit this close to him.
Absolutely.
How long will he live?
In captivity, probably about 40 to 50 years, which is probably double the lifespan of he would have in the wild.
Okay, he's like a millennial. All right, now tell me about Napoleon.
Napoleon is a burrowing owl. They're not native to this area. He came to us from a falconer. He was a captive raised bird. Burrowing owls live under the ground, and they are the only raptor that lives under the ground. And they live in great big cities under the ground.
No kidding.
So they're a very social bird.
So what kinds of injuries do these birds suffer? And is it all from man? I mean, is it all kind of our encroachment on their habitats?
Unfortunately, yes. We do get car strikes mostly. We actually, believe it or not, get birds that have been shot or poisoned. We treat all types of birds, well, basically only raptors, but we do get in a lot of injuries. Now is our baby season, so we are getting a lot of babies now. So we have 2 great horned owl babies, 4 screech owl babies, 5 kestrel babies.
Wow.
So our ICU is very busy this time of year.
So yeah, you said your ICU. Talk about the services that you provide these animals.
Okay, both Lynn and I do work in our ICU. I'm a person who's been trained to do triage, so if an injured bird comes in, I will examine that bird, see what's wrong with it, and then figure out a treatment plan to hopefully save this bird. So we get a phone call that comes in, the injured bird is down someplace, and then our rescue dispatcher will send out a rescuer to go and try and get the bird.
Wow, Jefferson can be the poster child for our 250th celebration here on
Absolutely,
PBS
yes,
Sportway.
yes.
What happened to him? What injury did he have?
He ran into some power lines, so he was actually electrocuted. He has some wing damage that he can fly a little bit, but not enough to be able to be released in the wild. So.
Wow. Hey, buddy. What was that? That was a yawn? Are we boring you?
No, that was a silent squawk.
So the birds, do they fly away on their own, like when they're ready, or do you have to release them to a certain habitat?
Yeah, so if we get an adult bird in, we will release them back where we picked them up because they have an established area.
Okay.
Orphans we can release in any suitable place that will help them live a long life, not harmed by man.
So these are educational ambassadors,
Yes.
these two. What makes them, how do you choose them to be that, and what do you get to do with them?
They definitely have to have the right temperament for this. We cannot bring in say a rehab owl at the age of 5 years old and expect that they will be comfortable in a situation like this. So Napoleon has been in this life his whole life.
Okay.
So he is totally at ease. He's totally at ease. We're having people stare at him.
He stares right back.
Yeah.
He's a cutie pie.
And Jefferson, he had the right temperament for it. Not every bird that comes into rehab is suitable.
Do you take them into schools? I got to imagine they're big hits.
Yes, schools, libraries. We're doing a lot of libraries this summer. Jefferson's been going out a lot. He's very popular at the libraries. And one thing with our birds, if they don't want to go, when we go into their mew, and if they say, they're like, I'm not having it today and don't want to come out, we don't make them come out.
You say the mew. Explain what that is.
A mew is their enclosure.
Okay.
They all have appropriate sizes. Napoleon's is about, is it 9 by 9 or something like that?
I think, yeah.
And Jefferson's getting a new mew that's going to be larger than the one he has now. So he's going to have a pool in there. He has a pool now, but this will be a nicer pool, one that drains, easier for our volunteers to clean. We have volunteers who tend to these birds' needs every day.
Right. Talk about the volunteers. It's a big part of the organization. You
Yes.
as well.
Yeah, our volunteers, we would be nothing without them. I have to say that, being the volunteer coordinator, that I have to say our volunteers are some of the best. They are cleaning up bird poop.
That's part of the job.
Yeah.
Big part of the job.
Feeding them gross things that we don't normally, see, but that's part of their food.
What do you feed Jefferson? What does he eat?
He loves fish.
Okay.
And we do get fish donated to us from different fishermen, so they come by and bring the fish. He likes to eat rats. Everything that we serve is already deceased. We don't have live things running around their mew, thank goodness. We've been getting donations of rabbit. He likes that. We will pick up deer roadkill.
Right.
They like venison. Now Napoleon, since he's smaller, he gets things like mice and day-old chicks.
What do people have misconceptions about these animals, these raptors?
I think people don't realize the benefit of them.
Yeah.
A family of little owls like Napoleon, like screech owls that we have in our area, they will eat 1 mouse a day. So if they have 3 babies plus the 2 adults, that's 5 mice a day that these guys will take care of. If we let them do their job, we wouldn't have that much of a rodent population going on. But if we, with poisons that are meant to kill the rodents,
right.
Unfortunately, these birds are going to get it to the birds, and even pets too. And it travels right up the food chain.
Are they both native to Northeast Indiana?
Jefferson is. And they are making a wonderful comeback, Eagles now, so it's wonderful to see. Napoleon is not. They are a little further west of us, but he's a great ambassador for owls. So And what's really fun is that people will see Napoleon and they get to feed him a mealworm. Who has the crowd around them? Not Jefferson, Napoleon.
Little Napoleon.
Because people are feeding him worms. So,
Well, I must say, it is just, you know, it's just an experience just being in the presence of these birds.
Yes.
He's a male. How would I tell a female?
females would be a 1/3 size larger.
Larger.
Right.
Okay.
Because the females are the ones who spend more time on the nest. The males are the ones who will be more agile and could do hunting for their babies.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure to have you here, and thank you for bringing these two. That's amazing creatures.
Well, thank you for having
you.
us.
The
Thank you so
Soaring
much.
Hawks Raptor Rehabilitation Center is located in Huntertown, Indiana. You can learn more about their programs at soaringhawk.org. Thank you for being on the 260.
Oh, thank you.
All right, bud.